Pow! Welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is, of course, Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. As you can see, today we are at the end of another Marvel Legends wave. As in front of me, we have all of the Build-A-Figure pieces you need to build Sasquatch, who was part of the very first Deadpool wave of 2018. So yep, all of the pieces for Sasquatch. And to get all of those pieces, you need to buy 6 figures in that wave. To do that, you need to buy Cable, Domino, Paddling, X-Force Deadpool, X-23, and Deathlock. You do not need to buy the red Deadpool as he doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece. Go and watch my review for that. As you will see, it is a very empty box. But if you have the rest, then you will have all of these pieces on the table. Now, if you watch my reviews and you know I'm terrible at building Build-A-Figures, I put the legs in the wrong way and everything. So let's try and do this, shall we? All right, head goes there. I'm pretty confident of that. Left foot goes in that one, I think. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I'll move my camera in a minute. I'm just lining them all up. You can hear them squeak, but they seem to be going in okay. Okay, so let me move my camera up a little bit, move it back. Move everything back so you can see I'm doing this live. I've got other figures on the table, as you can see, move out the way. Not very professional. So the Sasquatch is quite tall, and then the arms are the last thing to go. So, and his heads fell off. I knew it. I knew I didn't put it in tight enough. I didn't hear it click. Okay, those arms are in. Head. Okay, I definitely heard it click that time. Did you? Okay, so he's probably not fitting on camera, but how did Hasbro pose this when they first revealed him? Something like that, wasn't it? Something like the walk. The famous Sasquatch picture where he's walking. If he will stand. He's quite a hefty figure, to be fair. A lot more hefty than I imagined. But yeah, let me move the camera back. Move Deadpool out of the way. And yeah, there you go, people. I did it! First go. Didn't even cut away from the camera. The Sasquatch Build-A-Figure in all of its glory. And it is very chunky, and I'm not complaining about that. We do appreciate when we get a Build-A-Figure piece, which is massive. And this guy doesn't disappoint. I don't really recognise the mould either. I do think it's all new. He's very furry, all the detail. It's all sculpted. The arms are a little bit of a weird shade. They go from dark to light to dark. I like the hands. Even the fingernails are painted. I don't know why they have time to paint his fingernails in the woods, but apparently he gets a manicure occasionally. One fisted hand, one open palm hand. We never really get interchangeable hands for these Build-A-Figures, but I like that they give us one of each if they are going to only give us one set. And yeah, his feet just make me laugh because they look like little hands. Don't know how well I can see that. Manky, but still. Again, he's got a pedicure as well. And yeah, he's got like this loincloth sort of piece in the middle that sort of, I suppose, is covering his you-know-what. But yeah, looking very good. I like his hair. Obviously, does go to the salon because he's got that wavy, because he's worth it look. And yeah, the details are good, people. The details are good. I like the colour as well. I like the colour a lot more than I thought I was going to. I don't know how well that's focusing on, but it's looking good. So, in regards to articulation, it's what you'd expect for a Build-A-Figure. Not double jointed elbows, but they are decent. Double jointed knees though, decent crunch on the waist. Head is attached to the neck, and then the neck, do get him looking all the way down. Can't look up too much, but because of the waist crunch, you can get him looking up if you want to do that. And yeah, ankle pivot as well. So not complaining about this guy at all. But if you are looking at this guy and thinking, Dan, who is Sasquatch? What are you on about? Is that Bigfoot? Is that the same Bigfoot? Is Bigfoot from the Marvel Universe? Well, let me take this opportunity to tell you and answer the question of Sasquatch. Who is he? This is the part of the video where we ask the question, who is he? And I try and give you a little bit of information about the character that this figure is inspired by. So, Sasquatch, who is he? Well, Sasquatch, aka Bigfoot, is apparently roaming around the wilderness in North America. Oh wait, not that one. Let me start again. Marvel's Sasquatch is real name Dr. Walter Langkowski. First appeared in Uncanny X-Men 120 in April of 1979. In another attempt to replicate the Hulk's powers, Walter experimented on himself, which led to his abilities. He possesses the ability to transform into this super strong, orange-haired beast resembling the legendary Sasquatch. He has battled both the Hulk and Wolverine and survived, and is a member of the Canadian superhero team Alpha Flight. There you go, so I hope that helped. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information about the characters these figures are inspired by. And yes, I have memorised that and I know it off by heart now. Very good. You can tell how many of these I've done. So let's compare him to, not the previous Sasquatch figure, because there is a Toy Biz version that I don't have, unfortunately. But I have pulled a couple of Build-A-Figures off the shelf just to show you how big he is. Starting with the Man-Thing. This was from the recent Netflix wave, and this was a solid figure as well. I forget how good he was until I pulled him off the shelf just now. But I love the contrasting colours in these two. But if you have this guy, they stand at about the same height. Sasquatch probably a tiny bit taller. But yeah, both very decent Build-A-Figures. Another random Build-A-Figure, this time X-Men related, the Beast. It's the Juggernaut, bitch. Sorry to swear. I hope this doesn't get demonetized, but it is the Juggernaut. And yeah. He's a tiny bit taller than Sasquatch. I forget how big this guy is until I take him off the shelf, to be fair. But yeah, the Sasquatch is pretty big, stands up pretty well. So yeah, let's compare him to the rest of the figures from his wave, shall we? So there we have it, people, the full Sasquatch wave, including the Build-A-Figure, the first Deadpool wave of the year. What do you think? X-Force Deadpool, Cable, X-23 Domino, the Red Deadpool, Paddling, Deathlock, and then of course the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure. Now, I know that I have been very vocal about how this wave wasn't particularly on my shopping list. It was a skippable wave for me personally when I had to be a penny pincher. But when they're all on the table like this, you just ignore me. Just ignore me. These figures look great. I got told by a friend on Instagram, once I got these figures in hand, I would change my mind, and he was right. These are all solid figures in their own little magical ways. Favourites are, no surprises, Cable and Deathlock. Deathlock was a pleasant surprise, but I like them all. They all have saving grace. The Red Deadpool could possibly be the best just single Deadpool we have. Paddling's a decent build, like army builder. Didn't have a Domino, she's nice. X-23's looking nice, just lacks accessories. And the X-Force Deadpool, yes, it's just a reissue, but I never had the Hascon one, so something different for my collection. Sasquatch Build-A-Figure, I didn't even know I wanted, but maybe I do. He is very big and menacing, and I've even learned something new about the character and Alpha Flight. Maybe we'll get more in the future. Definitely don't have Puck, and I'm not going to try and get him because that tiny Build-A-Figure goes for stupid money. But yeah, I'm rambling again as always. You let me know your favourites in the comments below. I'm always interested to know your favourites, but I'm sure a lot of you are going to share a similar opinion if you're clever like that. But there are reviews of all of these figures on the channel now, so click that little eye in the corner, or obviously check out the playlist where you'll see reviews of all these and who is he segments for everyone, apart from this guy, because you're just that guy with a grey suit, obviously. But thank you very much, as always, for watching these reviews. If you have watched all of the reviews, you are a legend in the game. Much appreciated. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll make sure I see you on the next wave, which could possibly be the Infinity War second wave, or even the Apocalypse X-Men Build-A-Figure wave. Who knows what I'll get my hands on next? But I shall see you on the next one.